Alright. Well, it would be helpful if the mic was turned on. How's it going, guys? Just gonna wait for somebody to show up quick. It is Friday. I'm just writing away. And, well, just kind of planning for November and the end of the year, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Sorry, not making WatCon this year. Got a lot of stuff in mind. Hey, Joshy, what's happening, man? Let's see. Just trying to go through all these works here and just see what I got. Oh, Josh. Something I thought I would show you. I got it. Oh, come on, don't get stuck. Yeah, I got stuck. Actually, what if I did this? Misery keychain for you. And a Weiss to go underneath it. The two Weiss queens right there. No gaming today, and my internet's been sucking the absolute freaking wind lately. Literally. What the hell is this thing? Let's see. Ah, it's over there. Missed the basket. Ah. In this thing right now. Let's see. For anyone who's not caught up on Rias, there's so many Sakura. If it's Sakura from Defrag, I'm going Sakura. And there's a lot of fics that I forget all the little characters, the Meyer characters. So I actually wrote them all down here. And let's see. Yami, Harmony, and Sylphie I made up. Delaney's actually based off an ex-girlfriend. Which if you didn't read the notes, that's just a heads up. Just one of those things where, you know, it couldn't work. As far as the Reen story goes, though, going a hell of a lot smoother than I thought. Tina, unfortunately, has been doing, he's went back to work, and he's been working about 6 days a week or so, and he's really just been sleeping and everything else. He hasn't even been hitting me up, and we usually talk daily. Matthias, I love how you're actually doing nutrition tests where it's just kind of like, you know, everywhere you look, everyone's got bacon and everything. Best of luck to you, my friend. Alright, at least we got a crowd going. I actually get that a lot, Omega, and I have no idea what it is. I mean, some people ask it's because of me, like, I think it's because my shoulders are big, maybe. I don't know. But I'm actually only 5'7". That's the funny part. It's like some people think like, you know, you're like 6'2", right? 6'3". It's like, I'm 5'7", 170, give or take. Let's see. You know, I'm not sure if I should show you guys this right now, but I actually got the notes for, let's see. A nutrition professor loves bacon. Honestly, Joshy, from what I read so far, um, slow down the pace a little bit, but yeah, that's about it. Omega, your bacon is considered freaking ham. I'm not going there. For Canada, and a different kind of bacon. But at the same time, Matthias is Canadian too, so yeah. Really just a small joke. Ironically, that's what I'm drinking right now, but I didn't brew this myself. But I mean, it's all personal preference. When I make my own my way. And it also depends on mood. Though I try not to drink too much of this, and yeah, this thing's freaking huge. This is this is actually 2 quarts. So yeah, freaking huge. Let's see. Well, I mean, I drink water too, but at the same time, you gotta do what you gotta do, Matthias, right? Hmm. Oh, by the way, I'm about to show you guys something for 11/11/11. Oh, I'm sorry, 11/11/18. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I got. It's funny you say that, Omega, because 11/11/11, I actually made myself one of the greatest wishes, and it actually came true a little over a year ago. Never underestimate the power of a wish. I almost did. Maybe when civilization ends. But we're past that now, aren't we? Oh, and here's another one, simply because you three would probably like this one, especially Alex, but he's not here. Now, I'm sorry, but I mean, that face. FGO? Honestly, not sure. I mean, I haven't been gaming lately. I really haven't. But, I don't know. It's a toss up, I guess. Hey, just remember this. If men only want one thing, then that means women only want luxury. Diamonds, vacations, houses, you name it. It works all the same. Yes. Ah, man. Yeah, and that's how you get porked. I keep actually looking at my stories for really any just anything missing and anything on hiatus too. Hmm. Let's see. Holy crap. Irina is actually at 78,000 views. I did not see that coming. Reese is at 178. Wow. That I was shocked when it reached the 100. I have no money in my wallet. Yeah, neither did Brian from Family Guy until he got lit on fire, and then he said, "Let's go to the bank." Wow. Zenovia's got 96.8 thousand views. Hmm. It's kind of weird because I was talking with Omega about stuff that could be redone and other stuff like that. And it's really weird how there's certain things that you could touch up on or you wish you could improve. I mean, there's some things that could deserve the attention, and there's some that fulfilled their purpose and you don't get back to them. For instance, Kickin' It hasn't been updated since January, and since Ruby season's coming back, I gotta start doing that. Let's see. I gotta get back on Restless, an original of mine. All my originals I gotta get back to. I'm really just trying to clear space before I get into some of the November and the 2019 projects. I even thought of an Outer Mocha story called Nourish, which that's an obvious one. Simple concept of, hey, I like you, except I have an alter ego, and she doesn't hate you, but doesn't think you're deserving. Yeah. It's kind of tough crap like that. No, Urza's actually not like that. Only to her opponents. Urza definitely. Well, you're kind of biased, Omega, I know that. And yes, Urza and Iramoki have the same VA. She's pretty good. Pretty good. Although Todd and Tipton work well together. Um, in Rosario and Fairy Tale and what do I think of the final season of Fairy Tale? Honestly, literally, I haven't been looking into anything recently outside of like one thing here or there. Um, well, I just hope it comes out well. I really hope that I know the anime and the manga are always gonna be different. I just really hope that everything comes together and it fulfills its whole purpose. I mean, you're always gonna miss like the characters, but I mean, one thing that actually does suck in the anime industry is some things do have to end. But what's actually nice is when those projects are done, other projects get worked on, and then when that happens, I mean, it's like Dragon Ball Super. If Dragon Ball ended as a whole, those people in the production work on another project. And sure enough, if those are only meant to be, 12 season, 12 episodes for a season here, this one sure as hell isn't getting a season two, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's really, I look at it. And yes, DBZ is overrated. Day Live Season 3. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to go to a direct time skip or not. I'm not sure what new characters they're going to introduce. Although, one thing I really want to, and Omega's going to give me some major shit here, probably. I really want to see Miku get more development. As in, hey, I'm no longer the manalist. And at the same time, I'm not this, clingy, overly affectionate, talented girl. You don't want her to throw money around and think she's too pompous, bougie, anything like that. Just want to see Miku more around and have development. Let's see. Don't change Toka, hopefully. Toka's adorable. She's hilarious. She's hysterical. Let's not do that. Let's not change her. Juan, what's happening, man? I missed you like hell. Missed you like hell. Got 5 people in here. This is great. Might as well keep them coming, guys. Questions or anything. Go for it. I know that there's an arc where they're supposed to go nuts and go completely insane for a little bit. I mean, trying to get their memories back and all. But I don't know. It's really tough because when you have it's different when you make a manga out of it, but when you have an anime and you only get 12 episodes to do it, very rarely do you have more than that. There are some certain cases, but let's not go there. Typically, if it's going to be another 12 episode or so, you have to give it something exciting. Because if you're going to make it as in like, someone trying to get their memories back, it just ends up being overhyped and then just bang, gets shot down to hell. And for the first 2 episodes, I think you really need to lift up the situation. Make it count. Give it a lot of pizzazz. Moment. Well, I got a deadline now. I'm out of here in 15. Let's see what we got. And yes, I shut off my mic, obviously. Ruby Volume 6. To be honest with you, Season 4 was filler. Season 5 was rushed. Because I remember I'd say the biggest thing was we had a lot of questions about the relics. And Volume 5 is the first time we saw a relic. And this is when, Yang got it in the room that Raven and Cinder unlocked. Now, if all the crap that happened to Cinder, if she's alive, bring Pyrrha back. Just saying. That's one. And honestly, Nigri not having screen time? You honestly think I'm complaining? Yeah, no, try again. Whatever. Nigri can kick rocks. Sorry. You can bash me all you want, you can't change my mind about that. Alright. And the first season of Ruby is actually on YouTube. It's on the Rooster Teeth YouTube. Although, because of monetization and all this other stuff going on, Rooster Teeth and YouTube have been having some disagreements. So the Rooster Teeth website's going to be the only place to watch Ruby that we know of. Back to Ruby Volume 5, what actually got to me was we were wondering as in, hey, where are the relics? And what's up with Ozpin's cane? And the fact that Ruby's just going to be like, hi, I got a question for you. No, my cane is not the relic. Okay. To me, that was a cop-out. And that just kind of adds to the fact that it was rushed. Because you have all this suspense for one big giant monster for Volume 4. Which is the Neckelv or whatever it is. The Horseman Grim. Which actually was dramatized to look a lot bigger than in actuality, even though it was deadly. And then we go to Volume 5, and it just seems like everything just seems to be so compact. And then the concept of Adam running away pissed me off. Absolutely pissed me off. Just, ugh. A guy that killed his leader. A guy that put many people in danger. Someone who helped start a war on a school. Gets surrounded by average people. Runs like hell with his tail between his legs. Nada. No. Just no. And the fact that they let him get away is in like, oh, the bad guy? Yeah, I'll just let him run away. Whatever. Screw it. Doesn't sit well with me. It just don't. Let's see. What else we got? The Babylon Man, the Camelot movie. It's alright. Honestly, I think they ruined what Adam could have been. Now Adam's just this abusive, bad, edgy character and everything else. Honestly, Neon, I'm not a big Attack on Titan guy. Just something that never caught my attention, really. Mainly because of the... It took a little while to get good, and then it's just... I saw the first season, but it didn't reach to me to watch Season 2. As far as Season 3 goes, I've been hearing a lot about it. It took a while for Season 2 to happen. Season 3, in comparison, I think came along pretty quick. And the fact that it's on hiatus to continue in April, we know that a lot of these release dates end up being delayed more than once. I think if you're going to release something, especially if it's on a season basis, you release it all at once. As in, hey, it starts week 1 of this month. It ends, 12 episodes 3 months later. So if it's April, all of April, May, June, May beginning of July, done. I just think that sucks for the fans. Omega, I'm done with... As much as I love writing DxD because the girls are great, DxD screwed up its concept a long time ago, and I could say the same thing with Monster Musume. I like them both, except that it gets to the part where you get too involved and you get too much in there, and it eventually changes everything. Literally the whole dynamic. As in, Monster Musume became cheap hentai, and really DxD just became cringy fan service. Season 4 I'm not a fan of for DxD simply because, well, lacked plot. Besides the art style that they're trying to do, I know SAO is trying to do it, which I'm not a fan of the Gun Gale arc at all. Because the Gun Gale arc for me combines your average MMO along with Star Wars because you give them a lightsaber. Trashed. Yes, they ruined Volley. They made some people just look weird. Like it's Ross Visa looks good. I mean, Irina looks okay. Zenobia, Rias, Akino, Koniko, Surzex, Volley, trash. Absolute trash. And yeah, Ravel, she was supposed to look hot. Now she just kind of looks like, hi, I'm adorable. Make me cake. Yeah, no, not cutting it for me. The fact that you turned the Princess of Annihilation into this bundle of cuteness, it it just didn't work. Hey, Josh, you're not my problem, man. If your girlfriend wants cake, your girlfriend wants cake. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, man. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna wish going out of business on anyone simply because, well, it's not what it used to be. Oh, and by the way, if you guys didn't see so, I have a spoiler for next month for you. Juan wasn't around for this one. Guys, ready? Booyah. Coming soon. Chapter 1 hasn't been started yet. Prologue's done. And I got one more. One more. And Abyss, my man, if you get back to this, I got one for you. This is one story that I've watched the anime, and me and Tina, aka Anime Freak 1988, we've debated this for hours, and we were wondering how the hell this could be done. And I said, this one is going to test me to my absolute limit. This is one that I'm going to have to put everything in, and I'm going to have to find a loophole, which after months and months of on and off getting back to this, watching the anime and seeing how things go, and getting an original concept, I have actually finished the prologue. I want to start the chapter early simply so I could get everything in place as I could, because if it's taking me months on and off to actually get everything together, who knows how long a chapter can take me. But without further ado, Stella Vermilion, baby. Also coming soon. November 11th, guys. You've seen it here first. Now, there is going to be some interesting stuff coming. Not so much the rest of this year outside of November. But into the new year, I do got some Absolute Duo stuff. Outer Mocha. I'm really just trying to finish everything that's on my plate and then get into the other stuff. Especially since I have this habit of sometimes the story just naturally flows a little bit longer. Like, I thought by now I would have finished Koniko, but, you know, extra chapter or two just kind of lengthens it a little bit, and then you have to, you know, just keep going along with some plot, some development. Not the easiest thing in the world, but it's been doable. Oh boy. Juan, what did you lose a bet on? I'm a gambling man, so I like hearing these things. Speaking of which, I wonder if I actually won any of my bets as of recent. I'm checking right now. Ha! Texas Hold'em, my man. Typical Texan, huh? Uh, well, you actually gotta be careful by you because I mean I know your state doesn't like that kind of thing. Hardest so far, to be honest with you, hardest character I've done so far. There's actually a few of them. Actually, no, Irina actually came pretty easy. But the thing is, the reason I cannot do a sequel on Irina is because if you have a child, all the fallen angels are wiped out. So, and I wanted to keep Irina pure, and that includes her children too. So, would the child become a fallen angel? The answer is yes. As in, Irina would have a new, well, essentially a recreate the breed of fallen angel, and I'm not willing to do that. I love the way that it ended, and there's nothing else I'm going far beyond that. I'm gonna finish this one. I'm gonna answer the next couple of questions before I take off, guys. Hardest one. Let's see. Origami from Data Live. That was definitely very difficult. Yukari. I find it difficult. Um, every fan fiction's gonna have its own challenges, and you set the course on how things go. And the hardest part, I think, is when you write your own story and you write the development of these characters. You have to keep going along with it because, let's say that you have a guy's weaknesses is water. You can't have them randomly at the last battle be resistant to water, otherwise the development just goes off. There's ways around it, but it's just hard because when you put rules in place, you can't break them. It's just kind of how it works. Take it easy, Omega. Let's see. Anything Ruby is difficult. Anything Day Alive is difficult. Let's see. Misere, the battle with the Kraken, that was hard. It took me a couple days to do. Some scenes that involve love take a while. Sometimes you just can't get the mind flowing. Let's see. Venom. Honestly, man, I quit watching superhero movies. They really just got too repetitive for me. I'm just kind of done with it all. Done keeping up with it. By the time that I, bring my girlfriend, buy a ticket, popcorn, everything else, I mean, you know, literally just got too repetitive for me, and especially some of them do lack a plot. Anything else, guys? I'll give it a minute. And I'm just kind of done with Spider-Man after they killed him off. I'm really like Spider-Man in general. I'm just and also not into the horror genre. I know it sounds incredibly boring, but I've seen too many crappy quote unquote horror flicks, which really just seem like a low bunch of low budget jump scare movies. Halloween seems to be the only Halloween seems to be one of the only good ones. I mean, there are some other ones, there are some good classics, but a lot of them now are just, hey, let's take a serial killer. Let's give him a mask, a handgun, and a katana. Then let's have him, raid a regular suburban household, kill everyone off, and move on. And when the guy randomly shows up underneath the bed to, slaughter the person, that's your jump scare. A lot of them lack originality and a lot of them lack plot. Although my girlfriend's really into the horror genre, something me and her will never agree with. And the last horror films I've actually ever watched, that and just quite frankly thought were good, The Conjuring and Annabelle. Which, by the way, I actually do know someone that has met the Warrens, and they were actually very nice people. As far as Annabelle goes, yes, Mr. Warren has passed away due to bad health, and Mrs. Warren, I believe it's Elizabeth, she's actually still alive, and she does have that museum connected to her house. Though one person made the stupid remark of tapping on the glass and said, "Do your worst." The report was that person got into a car accident and had his throat slit so bad he was almost decapitated. Now, I'm not going into paranormal stuff. There are certain things that I do not want to get into as far as what I've seen. That will literally take at least an hour or two just based on what I've seen. And I am not willing to do that. There's either going to be two types of people that thinking that I'm freaking nuts and I'm crazy, or the ones that are going to piss themselves. Mike Myers is a hero. Jeez, what a bad role model. Jump by a home wrecker. Why does that sound like a fancy title to something? I don't know why. Reading week. Matthias, if my internet is not screwed up, I got you. Anything else, guys? Anything? I'll give it a minute. Friday the 13th, no desire. Cocoa, I know I gotta update her and Rosvices soon, but I'm literally just focused on finish a couple things and getting my sequels done. But don't worry, everyone will get updated. Let's see. Alright, I think that's about it. Well, sorry guys, I gotta go. I might do one tomorrow or so, who knows. But I love doing this. Everyone's great to go around. All right, Neon. Last question. I'll give you this before I take off. If you're a Dot Hack fan, I mean, I haven't watched the whole thing, but Dot Hack was, I think, kind of like the grandfather of it all. The original concept I actually liked. Now, some people said it should have ended when Kirito was, just got out of bed and he's feeble and weak. He's like 60 pounds, struggling. But then the Alfheim, I think it is, with the fairies and all that, not bad. The GGO, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the new art style they're using. I'm not a fan of, going from Dungeons and Dragons to Call of Duty mixed with crappy Star Wars. The lightsabers sound like farts. Really, they do. And Goblin Slayer, look, I haven't seen it. I have no desire to see it. If it's a strong caution and involves a lot of sexual harassment or anything like that, I will not watch it. Simply because, guys, you're young. Me, I'm 24. I've been in my relationship for close to 7 years. And if there's one thing that I've learned over my course of my life is you have to respect women. I'm not going to watch, especially if it's in like an episode 1 or 2, I'm not going to watch something that just defiles women. It's different with the Ichi genre when, they actually like the guy. But with the fact that it's just about, groping and sexual assaulting women, and it's becoming a big controversial thing that people in this genre used to, I mean, they've seen a lot, especially in, DxD, To Love Rue, even all the lists. The fact that this is becoming so vulgar and a lot of, oh yeah, don't watch it, and someone's like, okay, I gotta watch this to see how bad it is. No, stop. Let me tell you something. I hope this thing gets dropped. I hope this thing wins no awards. Nobody wins here. And that's it. Sorry to end it on a bad subject, but hey guys, I'll be trying to do this tomorrow or so. I'll try and do these regularly. I'll label them, everything else. I'll probably do some more podcasts involving, anime and everything else, gaming, everything else. Another AG podcast. I got a lot of stuff in the works, and thank everybody for being patient and enjoying the content. I love you all. Lotus. Good night, Vietnam. Later.